this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves.
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit. Feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer night. I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing. Rolling the mid beside and now, living my life, getting out drunk. A piece of your heart, a piece of your love. I'm pulling you up to get down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. Turning you up to get down, down, down. I'm screaming out, fuck that. Put your hands up, put your hands up. Let's give it up.
Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
And when the night falls, loneliness calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel like it with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was our last night. No way it was our last
I
night.
wanna feel the need with
No
somebody.
way it was the last night.
Yeah, I wanna dance with
No
somebody.
way it was our last night.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
Your sky full of stars. It's all you.
With somebody who loves me. So I'll put my faith in something unknown. I'm living on the side of nothing. But I'm tired of hope with nothing to hold. I'm living on the side of nothing.
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think the time dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think the time dead.
And it's hard to learn, and it's hard to learn. You're giving me such sweet
Better than anything and everything you have done. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think the time dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think the time dead.
Take it up. Slow, steady, undress, impress. Take it up. Slow, steady,
car. And I wanna take it to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove.
I ain't proud of all the punches that I've thrown in the name of someone I no longer know. For the shame of being young, drunk and alone. Traffic lights in the transmit radio.
So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk.
Got tired, drunk, got tired for you.
Had a feeling that I belong.
Got tired, drunk, got tired for you.
Tell that I want you, I say it. I would want myself. Please, oh baby, I'll put you through hell. Just to know me, yeah, yeah. So sure of yourself, baby, don't get greedy. That shit won't end well.
I can't explain. I got a feeling that I can't erase. Just a feeling that I won't leave behind, because it's something that it's on my mind. I guess it goes like na 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 na
Myself, please, oh baby, I'll put you through hell. Just to know me, yeah.
I call this cappuccino.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week. Every hour, every minute, every second, night after night, I'll be fucking you for 7 days.
Yeah, man, I need ways. Tell me snooker all day. Someday, yeah, it hurts to say, but I want you to stay. Sometimes.
Yeah, about to catch another fight. I apple bottom, make 'em wanna bite. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night. Hold up, if you don't know, now you know. If you broke, then you gotta let him go. You could have anybody, any money, more. Cause when you were boss, you could do what you want.
Well, I was sitting, waiting, wishing you believed in superstitions. Then maybe you'd see the signs. But Lord knows that this world is cruel, and I ain't the Lord. No, I'm just a fool, and I'm loving somebody, don't make them love you.
Yeah, cause girls is players too. Yeah, cause girls is players too.
Must I always be waiting on you?
Yeah, cause girls is players too.
Talking about the outside, and we don't care about the
'cause I'm in control. Fly like a bird, I'm taking it home. Moving my body like an info.
This sex so good, I shouldn't have to fuck for free. I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have the superpowers, last 223,000 hours. And it's cause I'm off of CC, and I'm off the Hennessy. And like your boy from Compton said, you know this dick ain't free. I got girls that I should've made pay for it. Got girls that I should've made wait for it. I got girls that I cancel a flight back home. Stay another day for it. You got attitude on nah, on agua, stomach on flat, on what's that?
When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, so she ran away in her sleep.
Young girl don't want that back calling me splurge. Ride me jump right on the curb. Bet this run fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. Crack up the phone, I swear. Keep me a stick if they purge.
Pour me another drink. Cause I don't wanna feel a thing no more, hell no. I just wanna sip it till the pain wears off. Don't wanna think about her, or wear a ring without her. Don't wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her. So make them drinks strong, cause brother, she's gone. And if I'm ever gonna move on, I'ma need some whiskey glasses. Cause I don't wanna see the truth. She's probably making out on the couch right now with someone new. Yeah, I'ma need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. I'ma be single, I'ma need a double shot of that heartbreak blues. shoulder it goes in time. You begging me to stay till the sun rose. Strange words come on out of a grown man's mouth when his mind's broke.
And it's happened once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, sees through the master plan. But everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face this on my own. Well, I guess this is growing up.
Pictures in passing time, you only smile like that when you drink.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
I wish I didn't, but I do.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out the antidote. Popping pills is all we know. Inhales is all we know.
Cause karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a thought. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not? Sweet like honey. Karma is a cat. Purring in my lap cause it loves me. Flexing like a goddamn acrobat. Me and karma vibe like that.
Don't go through the front door.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
It's low key at the night show.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
So don't you open up that window.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
Don't you let out the antidote.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Foes that want to make sure my cash is closed. Rap critics that save money, cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid, what type of facts are those? If you grew up with holes in your zap for toes, you celebrate the minute you was having dope. I'm like, fuck critics, you can kiss my whole asshole. If you don't like the lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef with radio if I don't play their show. They don't play my hits, well, I don't give a shit. So, rap mags try to use my black ass, so advertise to give them more cash for ads, fuckers. I don't know what you take me as, don't understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm from rap the richest niggas, I ain't dumb. I got 99 dollars, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
Would you know my name?
There's nothing that if I tell everyone how I made this money, that it's going to affect me in any sort of way. AMD, if we get a quick little pop above $12, I'm thinking about maybe a quick little short over on AMD. Finger on the trigger to lock in profits when it starts moving back on up. Here we go. Nice job. Let's take it. $979 in profit. Look at this spike, baby. Taking some gains right off the top right here. 124,000.
You just gotta know what you're doing.
200
Every single person can be successful.
dollars in profit.
There's no reason for you not to become a full-time day
Now
trader.
we're currently up
even with
$2,100. Let's just keep it going even more. I want every single person. Now we're up $2,500. Now we're going up to $117.40.
It's not like it's a competition. It's if I tell you how I was able to do this, go out, make that money, make a killer, and let's all absolutely crush it together.
Let's go, baby. Let's see this thing keep on falling even farther here. We're up $1,100 within the first 5 minutes of the day. I'm feeling absolutely fantastic.
But you can whip your loving on me. That's right, whip your loving on me. Could you whisper in my ear the things you wanna feel? Do you anything to feel it coming? Do you wake up on your own?
Baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Welcome back, everyone. We are about to get this party started. We are about to kick some things on off.
We might get a little crazy. So everyone, bring down the shades a little bit on the windows. Everyone lock the door, turn off the lights. Tell the kids, tell the wife, tell the husband you're gonna need a few hours by yourself in here because you found yourself in a deep, dark part of the internet we like to call TRADECASTER.com, where we are about to make a ton of money, a ton of profits, a ton of opportunity here, traders. Welcome here to our own little corner. Traders, I'm pumped. I am so excited to see what's going to be happening up on this day. I'm so ready to rock and roll, and I am so fired on up for this day. So, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to go over. We got to make sure every single person is dialed in here because we have the first day of April right here and right now. First day of April, all set, ready to go. I was going to say a big April Fool's joke, but the thing is, unfortunately, I don't think I can say an April Fool's joke because it depends on how far I want to go with it. Could have gone something crazy. People would think I'm serious. Could have gone something minor. People still think I'm serious. So you know what? I'm just not going to say an April Fool's joke. But you guys can get your friends with some sort of April Fool's joke today. Okay? So let's dive right on in on this day. Let's talk about what we have going on. Let's talk about what we're seeing. And let's make sure every single trader is absolutely dialed in here, team. Because that's the most important thing, I think. We got to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. We only have, what, 22 minutes? Straight, clear, turn off the music. Turn it off! And let's talk about what we got on this day. All right. Starting on off here. The S&P 500. The S&P 500. Man, where do I even start? Okay. Today's coming on up to a very big day. A very exciting day. The S&P 500 making this as easy as possible for every single person here at this moment. Here is your channel. Okay? Here is your channel over on the SPY. We have looked, we have played, we have traded this channel for the past about 4 months now. It has just been going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's not that confusing. For anyone that's saying, oh, stock trading so difficult. No, it's not. All you guys have to do at this moment is be watching the S&P 500 inside of this channel. There's nothing else that you need to do. The S&P 500 is just bouncing back and forth between this channel, which is showing that whenever you come on down to the purple line, you get a bounce play. And when you get up near the purple line to the top side, you have resistance, and that's where you start fading and falling back on down. We still have technically room to run all the way up towards like 530 plus. If we do start falling, we could easily crack on down towards around 520, and 520 could be a dip buy. But the S&P 500, everyone listen up here, because I'm going to walk you through my honest thoughts about the S&P 500. You guys ready for this? So, the S&P 500 here, traders, I was extremely bearish on the S&P 500 back in September and back in October. And you guys can see in October and September, we started seeing the SPY fall. Then we started seeing the SPY start climbing all the way back on up. And we started seeing ripping and running and ripping and climbing. And after November, I was saying calls, guys. Stay on calls. Calls in December. Calls in January. Calls in February. Calls in March. I have been on the bullish side for about the last 4 months now. In September and October, I was saying, guys, get ready for a pullback. Get ready for drops, as it did. And now over the last few months, I've been stating calls. No reason to do puts. No reason to do puts. No reason to do puts. Well, as you guys saw on Friday, I'm starting to switch back over to the put side a little bit. I'm starting to switch on over towards that bearish side for a little bit. I am starting to say, hey, traders, I think this market is going to start turning. Now, the reason why I think we are going to start falling here is I want to give you guys my credibility and my reasoning. So this is over on my Twitter right now, and you guys can see why do I think it's better to look for puts in these upcoming weeks/months rather than calls. Number one, the SPY is overbought and AI stocks are overbought. This is not a biased opinion. People think like I just make up stuff. If you guys had to say to me right now, hey Dek, is the S&P 500 overbought? Well, you tell me. Is it? Yes. Hey Dek, is an AI stock such as SMCI overbought, which means it's gone up too high too quickly? You guys tell me. Is it? Yes. Is NVDA overbought? You guys tell me. Is it? Yes. Hey Dek, is MSTR right here overbought? You guys tell me. Is it? Yes. I am not, making this up. I'm not throwing my biased opinion at you. These are facts. Every single one of these plays looks like a penny stock with 1 million in float, which has just gone spiking straight on up. So let's see. Number 2, we also have record highs. Every day we hit a record high, it seems. Buying now is literally you buying at the highest price possible. So I actually came out with a lesson over on my YouTube the other day that said, hey, you are a losing day trader. All right, it's a little bit mean right here, but I put this on out here, right here. This is why you are a day trading loser. And I went over why people lose in the stock market. And I literally explained it all. And one of the biggest reasons is because we see record highs, we buy record highs. But really, the thing that you need to understand is when we hit a new high, it is the highest price the market has ever been. It's literally the worst place to be buying and holding for a long-term investment. So we got to be thinking about that. No rate cuts. Rate cuts were supposed to happen already. The longer we wait, the better chance we see of seeing something break. Number 4, springtime. We might have heard the saying before, sell in May and go away. I know it's only April, but still this could be coming soon. Number 5, more reward down than reward up. I feel like buying at these highs, I have much more risk than I do reward. So if we're at the very tippity top right here, right, we know that we have a lot more risk going up than we do with all the way back on down. So I am switching on over and getting more for puts. I am a little bit more interested on puts. I'm definitely, again, dialed in more towards puts. So I will be looking over on those plays. Now let's talk about how we're going to be watching puts today. Because the S&P 500 actually started off this morning at the highest level it has ever been. The S&P 500 actually opened up this morning at around 4 a.m. at 525. Then at around 7 o'clock, it was at 525.50. And now we have been dropping about $1.50 over on the S&P 500. I do think at the start of the day today, we will see the S&P 500 get a little bit of a bounce play. The highest, the record high on the SPY 52-week range is 524.61. So 524.61, this is the highest the stock market has ever been. Right now, we are about 80 cents away from that. There could easily be a chance that we spike back on up towards 524.61, which is this orange line right here, and we hit a record high of 525 before we start falling back on down. I do think right around this 525 mark could easily hold up as that record high. But please, let's remember something. Just because Dek says he's going bearish here soon does not mean just all of a sudden jumping on the entire account on the bearish side, and if you don't win today, you start, writing me emails about, oh, you stink. That's not what I'm stating. What I am stating is we are still bullish on the daily trend. We are still going up on the daily trend. We are still building higher lows on the daily trend. We are still going higher, 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 higher. What you need to see for the pure and easy sell-off is going to be the crack of this downtrend or the crack of this uptrend. Once you crack this uptrend, that's when you'll get a much better sell-off. That's when we'll start seeing a much better drop. So if you're saying, Dek, I don't have a lot of money, all I can do is win. I can't afford any risk whatsoever. Okay? If that's the type of person you are that's saying, I can't afford any risk, I can't afford taking any sort of loss, what can I do here is you are going to sit back today, tomorrow, whatever it may be, and you are going to wait until this purple line cracks. Because you guys can see, you always bounce off this purple line. Once we crack that purple line, you will see a sell-off probably back on down towards like 510. So once we start going underneath that purple line of like 519.50, 520, that area, that's when you jump in for the big dump, for the big sell-off. That's when you'll have the most opportunity to profit. Okay? So that's what you're looking for if you are a trader that has a very small account and saying, I need to make sure I win on my next trade. Okay? So want to make sure that you guys are all good there. So the S&P 500, what do I think is actually going to happen at the start of the day today? The S&P 500, I think after having this nice little pullback in pre-market, we are going to bounce back on up. We can see the S&P 500 at this time go to a 15-minute time frame. Does have a lot of support right around this like 523-ish mark. 523 is basically where we sat all around on Thursday. So Thursday, pre-market, 523, 523, 523, 523. Bounce off 523, bounce off 523, bounce off 523. Most likely at the start of the day, watch for a pullback down to 523, bounce off 523, tons of consolidation, maybe a move back on up towards, again, those highs. So we have a lot of negative momentum, low 523s. Watch for a dip buy and bounce play back above that 524 mark. S&P 500, that's what we're looking for. Underneath 523, things could start getting ugly. So we will come back to this in the next 10 minutes to kind of see where we're at. Let's talk about some other plays here. Some other plays that I want you guys to be aware of is MSTR. Now, for anyone who was not here over on Thursday, Thursday, I was live over on YouTube. Thursday, I was live over on TikTok. Thursday, I'm live every single day over on TRADECASTER. I actually had one of my best trades throughout the entire month over on Thursday. Now, if you guys did not see this, let me go ahead and show you how much I made. I made over $5,000 shorting MSTR. So here was my trade over on MSTR. The last 2 days, guys, I'm up nearly $6,000. And here's just my credibility. Here is my P&L. I was able to make $5,425 on an MSTR put, which means I'm betting against MSTR. Made $5,000, took two other small losses, finished off my day on Thursday with $3,500. Then on Wednesday, I was able to trade. I traded SMCI. I was able to make $2,221. So the thing is, traders, over the last week, I've been able to make over $6,000. Over the last 2 days, I've been able to make over $5,500. So the thing is, it's all about just nailing these nice quick trades and nailing these nice profits. So let's talk about SMCI and MSTR. And why are you playing these plays? Well, traders, I'll tell you guys right now, as a day trader, I do not care about the longevity of the company. I don't care who the CEO is. I don't care what their future outlook is. I don't care about their guidance. I don't care about anything about MSTR. I don't care about anything about SMCI. I am caring about what is this stock going to do today, and that's it. I want to look for volatility, volume, hype, action, momentum, movement. That's what I want to look for. So I am looking for that in every single one of these moves. So if I take a look over on MSTR here, I know MSTR is currently opening on up right around this $1,633. If you're wondering, how did I make $5,000 on Thursday? I did a put contract on this ginormous red candle. So this huge sell-off that happened, that's what paid me on out so big and so well. So just a little heads up, if anyone's confused on how did I make $5,000 over on Thursday, I did a contract on the put side and MSTR got this massive sell-off that dumped all the way on down. So MSTR, we know it's very active. When I take a look over on MSTR, I can see that we're opening up right next to its 13 EMA. Most likely, we are going to see this. These are what the odds are going to tell me. Dek, why are you saying the odds? Just because I've been in the market so long, this is what usually happens. What usually happens is we start on off with a very nice drop. Then we will recover and get back up to the 13 EMA. The 13 EMA is the support line, what we call the flexible trend line. You can see when we crack underneath it, we usually get right back above it. When we crack underneath it, we usually go right back above it. You can see we bounced right off of it, we move back up above it. Yes, at some point, MSTR will crack it and not be able to hold above it. But if we could see that we've had one bounce right here, two bounce right here, three bounce right here, here's again 4 bounces, here's 5 bounces, and now we're coming up towards the 6th bounce. The last 5 times we've come on down to this green line, the 13 EMA, we've had a bounce play. So is there a chance that we're going to go 6 for 6 off this? And there is a good chance that will happen. Remember, there's nothing guaranteed in the stock market. There will always be a chance that you can lose. But when I'm taking a look over on MSTR, I will say there is a great opportunity that we will crack at the start of the day and then bounce right back on up, which is good because that's kind of going with what I think is going to happen over on the S&P 500. And usually these plays move together, where the S&P 500 most likely is going to fall down towards around 523, and then I think it's going to get a nice little bounce play back on up. Okay, well, Dek, what about SMCI? SMCI has been an extremely hot and active play. Now, as you guys can realize, SMCI also has a very kind of similar setup where you guys can see we keep bouncing off this green line, and no matter how far we get above it or how far we get underneath it, we always kind of gravitate back up to that green line, aka the 13 EMA. Dek, if I don't know what the 13 EMA is, again, head on over towards my YouTube, type in Sean Dekmar indicators. I actually just posted a brand new indicator lesson last week, and it goes over how to be able to read all this. So you guys can actually see this stuff right here, best indicators of 2023, best indicators of 2024. So make sure that you guys go ahead and check that out, Sean Dekmar over on YouTube, and type in indicators so that you guys have all that stuff that's going to be able to help you. Now, the SMCI, what do I think is going to happen? Again, I'm kind of putting my whole entire game plan together here, where I do think everything's going to be starting off with some morning pullbacks. We're going to find support and try to get a little bit of a dip buy. So why am I looking at SMCI? Well, traders, if you're saying, Dek, why do you like SMCI? Because of this reason. SMCI, it's moving extremely crazy. I want to look for volatility. Remember, I'm a day trader. I don't care about what this company is going to do next year. I care about what this company is going to do right now. I want to see what companies are moving the quickest. Moving the quickest is going to make me the most money. So I like SMCI. Why? Because it's a crazy stock. I like MSTR. Why? Because it's a crazy stock. Yes, I like NVDA. Why? Because it's a crazy stock. So I do think all these plays have opportunities to be nuts, to be crazy, to be wild for us, which we absolutely love seeing here. So I do like every single one of those moves. I am staying alert and watching every single one of those plays. So at this time, team, there are a couple different ways to be able to trade here today. What do you guys like better? Do you guys think it's a smarter move? And I'm gonna say every game plan possible right now. You guys can listen and find the one that you guys like the most. Do you guys think a better play is going to do a put right at the start of the day? Right when this bell rings, ding, 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 you jump on in on the puts and you see it come back down to 523. And you know what? If it cracks 523, it can keep going lower and lower and lower. Same exact thing with SMCI. SMCI comes on down to the price of 1,000. If it cracks 1,000, guess what? You can go much lower. If it can't crack 1,000, well then guess what, guys? It's going to get a nice bounce back on up. What about, again, MSTR? MSTR opening on up right next to the 13 EMA, fall on down to 1500. 1500 is going to be the target. Bounce off 1500, move back on up. If it can't break, if it breaks through 1500, we got a long way to be able to go all the way back on down. So MSTR, SMCI, S&P 500, I'm looking all for kind of a similar pattern. Pullback, bounce play back on up. Now, the thing that I also want you guys to be aware of is in the matter of 40 minutes from now. 40 minutes, we can take a look over on the economic calendar. And when we take a look over on the economic calendar here, it says Monday, April 1st at 9:45 a.m. We do have S&P 500 has U.S. manufacturing PMI final. We also have construction spending and ISM manufacturing. So at 9:45, which is actually in 20 minutes from now, we will see the S&P 500 either get like a solid green candle or a solid red candle. Then at 10 o'clock, we will also see something as well, solid green candle or a solid red candle. Guys, please remember something here. Sometimes I do these, free live streams and people are saying, no, MSTR is going up today. MSTR is going down today. NVDA is going up. Oh, I love this. I love that. Traders, if you are a person yelling out that already, you need to take a step back and you got to realize, again, nothing that I'm stating is my biased opinion. I am giving you what the chart is. Remember, I am not, in on AI for the long term. I am not in on crypto for the long term. I am not in on Tesla for the long term. I am looking for what I believe the market's going to do today in this exact moment for me to be able to make more money. You guys already see my P&Ls. You guys already see my credibility. You guys have already seen me trade live every single day. You guys see again the money that I make in the markets here. I am not, and I don't care about biased opinions. I again care about what's going to make me a profit going on with this day and this day only. So let's get ourselves all set. Let's get ourselves fired up here. And also, little heads on up here, traders, when we got a couple minutes here. I do want everyone to be aware that in 2 weeks from now, traders, trader meetup in New York City. Traders, this is coming on up on Friday, April 12th. I'm inviting everybody. New York City, it's absolutely free. So what we have here is get ready for the New York City meetup. This is a 100% free trader meetup event. I would love to meet you, talk to you about stocks, and be able to hang out for a little bit. So I am inviting every single trader to be able to come meet myself and be able to connect with other traders that are going to be there as well. So this is going to be on April 12th at 235th Rooftop Bar and Lounge. This is a 100% free event unless they charge something at the door. And again, it's going to be from 5 to 7. So this is not bring a monitor. This is not, we're going to be bringing up graphs and everything. This is going to be come hang out, connect with other people, grab a drink, grab a hot dog, whatever you want to do. We'll be on a very cool rooftop right next to the Empire State Building. It's an awesome view. And if you want to be able to come out, meet myself, hang out with other traders, I again open the door for you, letting everyone know and just trying to put together a fun trading event so everyone can be able to come out, connect, make some friends, talk to me, talk about some stocks, exchange some numbers, and be able to meet some other traders over on the TRADECASTER chat room. So that's going to be an absolute blast, and I am so fired up about that. So traders, that's going to be great. Make sure you guys come on through that. That's going to be April 12th, 2:30 in the 5th, rooftop bar and lounge, and you guys will be all set ready to go on this day. But traders, let's get back over into this. What do you guys think is going to be the game plan today? MSTR, SMCI, S&P 500, obviously very hot plays. Other than that, the only other play we have for penny stock wise here is VSTE. There are no big spikers this morning, unfortunately, over on the hot press release scanner. So we have all of our press releases right here, team. There's nothing that is ginormous. We do have NVAC, which does have a filing here, which isn't really too big. STGC, this is it keeps popping up on the NASDAQ as up 300%, then goes to zero. It's not really a top gainer play here, so please ignore that one. We do have NVAC up 31%. Then we have ITT, which does have an acquisition, or excuse me, a CFO, and then DWSN, which had its earnings report. So if we actually take a look, we have NVAC, which has an acquisition. You can see acquisition right here from its filing, and a 4A acquisition. A press release just came out at 9:21 Wave, which increases investment agreement. So actually, again, only 6 minutes ago, a brand new press release just came on out, trying to gap up, 20%. You could see it's right here. And then DWSN. Regardless, there's nothing up 100%. There's nothing up 200%. That's from hot news. All of these plays are a little bit weak from news today. So what do we want to be looking at? VSTE. VSTE has no news whatsoever, but it's the hottest penny stock so far today. There are shares available to short. This stock is building a little bit higher lows. This stock has a little bit of a larger float, but there's no news. There's no reason. There's no idea of why this stock is ripping the way it did this morning. So please just understand that this is going to be a little bit of an odd one. I would assume that it's going to try to get a morning spike at the start of the day, then come crashing on down. So please just be on top of that and be aware of it. Other than that, though, ladies and gentlemen, traders, let's get ready to rock and roll. I am going live over on TRADECASTER.com. Make sure you guys head on over to my TikTok. Click the link in the description. If you guys are watching over on YouTube, click the link in the description as well. TikTok, and go to my profile and get yourself a free 7-day pass. We only have until next Friday a free 7-day passes until we get rid of them. So make sure that you guys take advantage of that. We're about to go live trading right now, but that's for TradeCaster members only. So come on over to TradeCaster, join the #1 trading community in the world, have access to watch myself and all these other live streamers, and we're about to kick off this day and start making some money. So TradeCaster members, hold tight. I'm going to refresh the live stream, be back to you guys in a moment, and everyone over on TikTok, YouTube, and Discord, as always, thank you so much. Crush it today, and if you want to, come on over to TradeCaster. We're going live. We're about to have ourselves a week. See you guys then. Thank you so much, and let's again absolutely crush it on this day. Woo! Traders, let's do it. Cannot wait. See what's going to be coming on up here next, baby.